Hello students, today I am going to discuss the last part of this chapter, decimal numbers. You already know what are the type of decimal numbers, but still let's recall the basic ideas of decimal numbers. Then let's discuss division, multiplication, addition and subtraction of the decimal numbers. So let's directly get into the topic. Decimal numbers are the one of the type of numbers which has a whole number and a fractional part separated by a decimal point. What is a decimal point? The dot present between the whole number and the fractional part is called a decimal point. For example, we can write 51.27. Here, 51 is a whole part, but the 27 is or 27 is a fraction part. So here these two are separated by the dot. This is called a decimal point. This is called a decimal point. Clear? And this is almost similar to mixed fraction. In case of mixed fraction, for example, if you write a mixed fraction like 3 1 by 2. 3 is the whole part and 1 by 2 is the fraction part. But this fraction is written as the form of fraction. While here it is represented by a dot, then write the decimal representation, that is in digits. Clear? Now let's see what is the place value chart of these decimal numbers. We know that generally in case of a natural number or whole numbers, like 326, place value of 6 is ones, and this is tens, and this is hundreds. What will be the place value if we write a digit beyond this ones place? So that there is no normal place value, but we have to keep a decimal point, and if we write suppose another digit, and this place value will be 1 by 10. That is, we will call it as tenths. Okay, ones place, tens place, and hundred place, thousands place is going towards left. Towards right, after the decimal point, the first value will be tenths place. Remember the difference between tenths and tens place. Tens place means we will write it as the value is 10, but here it is 1 by 10. One more digit if we write like 4. What will be the place value here? This value will be 1 by 100. That means 100th place. And let's write one more digit, that is 9. In case of 9, the place value will be 1 by 1000. That is 1000th place. So this is the way we are representing a decimal number, and this is regarding the place value of the decimal number. And by observing the values, we can observe that if you suppose this is the decimal point here, and towards the left side values are increasing. That means once place is greater than, tens place is greater than ones, and hundreds place is greater than tens. While here towards right, after the decimal point, value is decreasing. That means 100th place, that is 1 by 10, is greater than 1 by 100. That is greater than 1 by 1000. That is 1000th place. So here value is decreasing. Towards the right side value is decreasing, towards the left side values are increasing. That is regarding the place value of the decimal numbers. Now let's discuss addition and subtraction of decimal numbers. While adding or subtracting the decimal numbers, line up the decimal points of the given numbers and add or subtract according to addition or subtraction. And in case of whole number, the decimal point is behind the number. For example, a whole number we take 26. The decimal point is actually 26 point. We can put 10 here because there is no digits at the 10th place or 100th place. So we can represent 26 as 26.0 at the decimal form. That means decimal point is beyond the number in case of whole numbers. So this is we have to remember regarding while we go for addition and subtraction of the decimal numbers. Let's take some example to understand. First, I am going to discuss addition. Let's take 67.24 plus 14.8. See, these are two decimal numbers. We are going to add that one. So while we are adding 67.24. Now we have to keep this decimal point of the second number along the same line of the decimal number of first one. Then write the number after the decimal point, that is 8, and before the decimal point these are 4. These are the digits. Okay, and there is no digit at 100th place in second number, but in first number 100th place one digit is there. So here keep 1 0. Clear. Now we can add. What do we get? 4 plus 0 4. 2 plus 8 is equal to 10. 1 is carry. And a decimal point comes here along the same line. Keep that one. And 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. 8 plus 4 is equal to 12. Again 1 is carry. 1 plus 6 is equal to 7. 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. So 82.04. This is the answer. Very simple one. Just line up the decimal point and add as whole numbers. And where the decimal point comes, keep that decimal point itself. Never change, never shift the decimal point towards left or towards right while we adding or subtracting decimal numbers. Now, in case of subtraction, let's discuss one example for subtraction also. 47.56 minus 24.35. So just write those numbers. 47.56. Keep the decimal point here and write the digits after the decimal point, that is 35, and before the decimal point are 4 and 2. Now there is no placing a 0 because both the number have exact number of digits after decimal point. So nothing to do. Just subtract it. What will we get? 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. 5 minus 3 is equal to 2. Keep the decimal point here. 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. And 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. So 23.2. This is the answer. Clear? So I hope you got a clear idea about addition and subtraction of decimal numbers. Now let's discuss some questions from exercise 2.5. First I am taking the first question. Option number 1. First question. Option number 1. Which is greater, 0.5 or 0.05? The place value of the number 0.5, the digit 5 in 0.5 is 1 by 10, that is 10th place. Clear? In other words, we can write in expanded form, that is 0.5 is equal to 5 into 1 by 10. While in case of 0.05, what is that? 0.05 will be 0.05 is equal to, in the 10th place, no digits. So 0 into 1 by 10 plus in 100th place 5 is this 5 into 1 by 100. So see here that we already discussed that 10th place is greater than the 100th place. So obviously this number will be greater because here the place value of 5 is 1 by 10. Here the place value of 5 is 1 by 100. So this number is greater. So 0.5 is greater than 0.05. Let's take one more example, that one. Option number 5 I am taking here. In case of option number 5, 2.03. First number, or 2.30. Let's take this number first, that is 2. The place value of 2 is ones because that is before the decimal point. plus 0 into 1 by 10 plus 3 into 1 by 100. Now we take the second number, that is 2.30. 2.30 is equal to 2 into 1's place plus 3 at 10th place. 3 into 1 by 10 plus 0 into 1 by 100. Now up to 1's place the digits are equal. So we cannot compare the 1's place. Now let's compare the 10th place. In this 10th place, the digit 3 is greater in the second number than 0 in the first number. So obviously 2.30 is greater than 2.03. So comparing that way. Clear? So see here in this first number, the value of the place value of 3 is 1 by 10, that is 10th place. Here it is 1 by 100. So obviously this number will be greater. Clear? Now let's discuss the second question, that is second question, express as rupees using decimals. We already know that 1 paisa is equal to 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. That means 1 paisa is equal to 1 by 100 rupee. So very simple one. So we can say that 7 paisa is equal to 7 into 1 by 100. So that is equal to, this is comes at 100th place. So 0 point, because in 1's place or 100's place or 10's place, before decimal point no digit. So keep that is 0, then decimal point. In 10th place also no digit, so 0, and in 100th place 7 comes. So this is the number 7 paisa we represented as a rupee in decimal form. Let's take one more example, that is option number 5. In option number, this is option number 1. In option number 5, 235 paisa. Very simple one, that is 235 into 1 by 100 rupee. Convert into rupee. That is equal to, here 5 and 3. We have to count from here. This will be at 100th place and this will be at 10th place. We have to count like this. So the decimal point comes between 2 and 3. So 2.35. 5 become at 100th place and this is 10th place. After that decimal point. Count from the right side to left. So 2.35. Very simple one. Question number 3, listen. Express 5 centimeter in meter. So we know that 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Therefore, we have 1 centimeter is equal to 1 by 100 meter, because 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. So convert centimeter into meter, that will be 1 by 100 meter. So therefore we can say that 5 centimeter is equal to 5 into 1 by 100 centimeter. That is equal to, that implies 5 centimeter is equal to 5 into 100. That means there is no digits at, in this expansion, there is no digits at 10th place, 1's place, 100's place, no digits. So 0 point at 10th place, no digit, that is 0. Then at 100th place, 5 is 0.05. Very simple. Similarly, you can also convert into kilometer. How will we do kilometer? Also, 5 centimeter is equal to, first to convert this 5 centimeter into meter, that we already done 1 by 100. Now it is in meter. Again 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. So convert that meter into 1000 by 1000 here. We will get a kilometer. So that is equal to, that implies 5 centimeter is equal to 0.0. At one's place, at 10th place, no digit, at 100th place also, at 1000th place, 10,000th place. After 4 places only it is come. That means 1,00,000th place, 5 is kilometer. Similarly, let's discuss some more questions from this exercise. Question number 4. Express 200 gram in kilogram. Very simple one. Question number 4. Option number 1 I am taking here. 200. We know that we have 1 gram is equal to 1 by 1000 kilogram, because 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 gram. So therefore we can write, so 200 gram is equal to 200 into 1 by 1000 kilogram. That is equal to, so 0.200 kilogram. See here, this is 1000th place, 100th place and 10th place. Clear? No doubt. This is, we can also write like this, 0.2, because after decimal point, if the 0 comes at last, the 0 does not represent any value, so we can also write like this. Clear? Next question is, write the following decimal numbers in the expanded form. Very simple. Write the following numbers in the decimal numbers in the expanded form, so we will get to. Other options, try yourself. Okay, option 2 and 3. Question number 5, option number 1. Question number 5, option number 1. 20.03. Very simple one. What is the place value of 2? Here, tens. Sorry, yes, tens. So 2 into tens plus place value of 0 is 0 into 1 plus this 0 is actually the value of 0, that is 1 by 10 plus last digit I am writing here 3 into 1 by 100, because 3 is at 100th place. Clear? Similarly, you can try the other options. Next question, question number 6. In case of question number 6, write the place value of 2 in each of the following decimal numbers. So here, first option I am taking 2.56. So the place value of 2 is, the place value of 2 is equal to, very simple one, ones, that is. Now take the second option. Second option I am leaving to you. Second and third I am giving to you. I am taking this fourth one. Option number 4. 9.42. 9.42. So the place value of 2 here, in this case, one's digit, this is one's place, then 10th place and 100th place. That means 1 by 100. Very simple. Next question is question number 7. Dinesh went from a place A to place B, from there to C. A is 7.5 kilometer from B. A is 7.5 kilometer, 7.5 from B, and B is 12.7 from C. So the distance between B and C is 12.7. And C. Next, Ayub went from A to D and place. D is 9.3 kilometer from A. So the distance between D and A is 9.3 kilometer. No unit I am not writing, just values only. And C is 11.8 kilometer from D. So the distance between C and D is 11.8. Who traveled more distance and by how much? So first find the distance traveled by. Distance traveled by. What is the first? Who is the first person? Dinesh. Dinesh is equal to. He traveled from A to B and from B to C. So the distance traveled by Dinesh will be A to B, then B to C. So the total distance will be 7.5 plus 12.7. Now we know already that how to add decimal numbers. So let's add that one. 12.7 plus 7.5. We will get 7 plus 5 is equal to 12. 1 is carrying. Keep the decimal point here. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 7, 10. Then once digit is 0. Again carry 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 20 point, answer will be 20.2 kilometer. Now next distance in case of Ayub. The distance traveled by Ayub is equal to distance traveled by Ayub is equal to, he went from A to D, and from D to C, from there to C. So the total distance is 9 point, which is equal to here 9.3 plus 11.8. So let's calculate that one. I'm doing here itself. Okay, 9.3 plus 11.8. Remember, decimal point should come on same line. Okay, 8 plus 3 is equal to 11. 1 is carrying. Now keep the decimal point here. 1 plus 9 is equal to 10. 10 plus 1 is equal to 11. 1 again carry 1. 21.1 kilometer. So who traveled the distance? So we can say that. So Ayub traveled more distance. By how much? For that we need to subtract it. So 21.1 minus 20.2. We will get take it. But we will borrow it from there. 11. 11 minus 2 is equal to 9. Keep the decimal point here. So here digit is 0. So 0. 0. So the answer is 0.09. Let's write this 0 is no need to write. 0.9 kilometer more than the Dinesh. Okay, so this is all about this question. Okay, now the remaining questions are very simple one. Here 5 kilogram, 300 gram is there. So first you convert that into decimal. So we will get to 5. Then convert 300 gram into kilogram. So we will get to 5.300. So write all these values as decimal value. Then just add it. So you will get to who brought more. Okay, so that I am giving to you. Now we are moving to the multiplication of decimals. Multiplication of decimal numbers. Multiply the given numbers like integers as if the decimal point not present. Just ignore the decimal point and find the product. After finding the product, count up how many numbers are present after the decimal point in both the numbers. Okay? First counting. And the count represents how much numbers are required after the decimal point in the product value. Very simple. Let's do that one. Let's take an example to understand this. So I'm taking a question from exercise 2.6, question number 1, option number 3. 2.71 into 5. Very simple. just to multiply as the whole numbers. Clear? So multiply as 271, multiply it with 5. So we will get a 5 into 1 is equal to 5, 5 into 7 is 35, 3 is carrying, 2 into 3 is carry, and 5 into 2 is equal to 10, 10 plus 3 is equal to 30. Over. Now count the number of digits after the decimal point. How many numbers are present after the decimal point? Count this number. In this number, there is no number after decimal point. That is no digits after decimal point. While in the first number, there are two numbers or two digits after the decimal point. So count that much number here, 1, and keep the decimal point. So we can say that 2.71 into 5 is equal to 13.55. Just to multiply them as whole numbers, then just count the numbers after the decimal point. That much number should be there after the decimal point in the product. Clear? That is, we have to remember. Let's take one more example. Find 0.2 into 316.8. Very simple one. So what we have to do, just to multiply as a whole number. This is the number have more digits, so just write that one first. 8. Multiply it. 2 into 8 is equal to 16. 1 is carry. 2 into 6 is equal to 12. 12 plus 1 is equal to 13. Again 1 carry. 2 into 1, 2. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 2 into 3 is equal to 6. Now see here. Here one digit is after decimal point, and here also one digit is after decimal point. So there are total two numbers, two digits after the decimal point, including both the numbers. So in the product also there should be two digits after the decimal point. So 1, 2, the decimal point should be here. So the result is 0.2 into 316.8 is equal to 63.36. Okay, so this is all about a multiplication of numbers. Now how to multiply a decimal number by 100 or tens of thousand, like that. When a decimal number is multiplied by 100,000, the digits in the product are the same as the decimal number, but the decimal point in the product is shifted to the right by as many of places as there are zeros over 1 in 10, 100 or 1000. Let's take some example. Find 0.08 into 10. Exercise 2.6, question number 3, option number 3. 0.08 into 10 is equal to, digit is same. Only the difference is that there are 1 0 in 10. Clear? So shift this decimal point to the right by 1 place, because 1 0 in 10. In case of 100, it will be 2. So that is what it is. But the decimal point is the product is shifted to the right by as many places as there are zeros over 1. So 0, this will become here. The decimal point should be here. It should be shifted. So the answer we will get a 0.8. Very simple one. Let's take one more example to understand this in case of 100. Here the question is 156.1 into 100, which is equal to, digits are same. No need to change that. Digits are same. And here in 100, there are 2 zeros. Am I right? So shift this decimal point towards right by 2 places. 1. Okay. Then again 1 more place. So what will happen? After 1 there is no digit. So keep 1 0 there. So now this decimal point is shifted by 2 places. Clear? It was actually before here between 6 and 1. It is shifted to here. So this is the answer. So this is only we have to remember regarding the multiplication. Let's take one more example regarding multiplication by 1000. That is 0.03 into 1000, which is equal to, what will we get here? There are 3 zeros. So shift the decimal point towards 3. Digit is same. Okay. So 0.03, that is the digit. Okay. So 1, 2 and 3. So keep 1 0 here. So 30. That is the answer. Decimal point will come. Very simple. Okay. Let's take some questions from exercise 2.6 to understand, to apply this concept. Question number 1, some examples I have already discussed. 3 also discussed. Okay. And 5 also. From 5 also I have discussed. So the remaining options you can try by yourself. I'm going to take the question number 2 and question number 4. First, let's discuss question number 2. In case of question number 2, find the area of rectangle whose length is 5.7 centimeter and breadth is 3 centimeter. So it is given that length is equal to 5.7 centimeter and breadth is equal to 3 centimeter. So here, what is find the area of the rectangle? What is the formula for area of rectangle? We know that area of rectangle is equal to length into breadth, which is equal to 5.7. Length is 5.7 into breadth is 3. Multiply these numbers. We already discussed how to multiply that. Just multiply them as a whole number. So what will we get here? 5.757 into 3. Okay. 7 into 3 is equal to 21. Then 2. 2 into 5. 3 into 5 is equal to 10. 10 into decimal point is 0. Okay. 3 into 5 is equal to 15. 15 plus 7. How many digits are there after decimal point in both the numbers? Only one number. Clear. So keep the decimal point here. 17.1 centimeter square or square centimeter. Very simple. Next one question. One more question is there. Question number 4. In case of question number 4, a two-wheeler covers a distance of 55.3 kilometers, 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 10 liter of petrol? Very simple one. It covers 55.3 kilometers in 1 liter petrol. So in 10 liter, with a 10 liter petrol, it can cover a distance of 55.3 into 10. We already discussed how to multiply a number, decimal number by tens, 100,000. So try yourself. Okay. Now let's move to the division of the decimal numbers. How to divide a number, decimal number by 10, 100 or 1000. While dividing a number by 10, 100 or 1000, the digits of the number and the quotient are same as in case of multiplication. But the decimal point in the quotient shift to the left by as many places as there are zeros over 1. Very simple. Just the reverse of the multiplication. Multiplication, we have to shift the decimal point towards right, here towards left. Only that is the difference between multiplication and division. So let's take some examples to understand this one. First one is that 52.5 divided by 10. 52 point divided by 10 will be 5 points. So what will you get? 5, 2, okay, point. So just write the digits as it is. 5.25 divided by 10 is equal to, just write the digits as it is, no need to change that one. Now there are 1 0 in 10, so shift this decimal point towards left by 1 place instead of right. In case of multiplication, shift it towards the right. In case of division, shifting towards the left. Only that is the difference you have to remember. So that is, we will get a 5.25. The decimal point will become here. Okay, 5.25. Very simple. Let's take one more example. Here, 2.7 divided by 100. Count the number of zeros in 100, so we will get how many zeros are there here? 2 zeros. Okay, so just write the digits as it is, 2 and 7, no need to change, and shift. This is the decimal point. Shift towards the left, 1 again. So here no digits, so keep 1 0 here. Clear? The decimal point will be here. So answer will be 0 will become here and decimal point is here. After decimal point, is better to keep one more 0 here to understand there is a decimal point. So 0.027. Clear? Very simple. Now let's take one more question, one more example. 128.9 divided by 1000. Just write the digit as it is, 1, 2, 8 and 9. No need to change this one. Okay. And there are 3 zeros. So shift this decimal point 3 places towards the left. 1, 2 and 3. So the decimal point will become here. Clear? So we will get a point, and after point, decimal point is better to keep a 0 if there is no other numbers. So 0.1289. That is the answer. Very simple. Now division of decimal by number by a whole number, not by 10, 100 or 1000, by a normal whole number. So in this case, to divide a decimal number by a whole number, we first divide them as whole numbers, then place the decimal point in the quotient as in the decimal number. Same as multiplication of two decimal numbers. In case of multiplication of two decimal numbers, we said that just multiply them as whole numbers, then count the number of numbers or digits after the decimal point in both the numbers. That much number should be there after the decimal point in the product. Same way here also. In the quotient, same number of digits will be there after the decimal point. But while we dividing, just divide it as a whole number. Clear? So let's do that one. 2.48 divided by 4. Just divide as it is. 2.48 divided by 4. Just divide as a normal numbers. So what will we get here? 248. We will get a 6, 24, 0, 8, 8, 0. So 62. 62, okay. Now count the number of decimals, now digits here. There are 2 digits after the decimal point here. So just bring the decimal point 2 places. Okay, 1, 2. So decimal point will be here. We will get 0. So the answer is 0.62. Very simple one. Okay, just a reverse of the multiplication. Now division of a decimal number by another decimal number. Clear? While dividing two decimal numbers, first shift the decimal point to the right by equal number of places in both. To convert the divisor to a whole number, then divide it as a division of this decimal number by a whole number. Very simple one. For example, let's take a question. Here you can see 76.5 divided by 0.15. 76.5 divided by 0.15. So here divisor is not a whole number. So to convert the whole number, shift the decimal point by equal number of places in both numbers. Here you can see there are 2 now digits after the decimal point. So this should be shifted by 2 places. So we will get a 50. So similarly here also we have to shift by 2 places. So we will get a 7, 6, then 5. 1 place we shifted and one more is in there. So put 1 0 here. Very good. So first convert the divisor into a whole number by shifting the decimal point by equal number of places in both the number. That's all. Now divide it. But we already discussed how to divide a number by whole number, so no matter. That's all. So divide it to 7, 6, 5, 0, and 1, 5. You will get a 75. That is 5. 5 into 75. I'm going to do first. Okay. 0. Again bring 5 here. 1. 15. 0. 1 more 0. The quotient will be 0. So which is equal to 510. Because there is no decimal point in the dividend, that is on the numerator, after converting the divisor into a whole number. Suppose you got a number like 76.5 divided by 15, then you have to place that decimal point on the quotient. As here there is no decimal point in this number, so we can keep the same answer. It is clear. So this is all about division, multiplication, addition, subtraction of decimal numbers. So let's discuss some question from exercise 2.7 to understand this. Here you can see some questions from question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From these all options, from these all questions, I have discussed some options. Here, try yourself. The remaining options, try yourself. Next, I am going to take the question number 6 only here. Okay, a vehicle covers a distance of 432 km in 2.4 liters of petrol. By how much distance will it cover in 1 liter petrol? So the distance covered by it in 1 liter petrol, very simple one, because for a 4.32 kilometer, for 43.2 kilometer in 2.4 liter, so in 1 liter it will be equal to 43.2 divided by 2.4. So first to convert this 2.4 into a whole number. For that, so we have the numbers like 43.2 divided by 2.4. Am I right? So shift the decimal point one place here. So we will get 24 as a whole number. So 24 divided by. So as we shifted here one place, obviously here also. So we will get 432. Now let's divide 432 divided by 24. So very easy one. 432 divided by 24, we will get a quotient. This is 1 into 24 is equal to 24. Subtract 2, we will get 9, 1, 92, 92, 24, 8, 18 is equal to 90. So 18, we have got the quotient. So which is equal to 18. As there is no decimal point in the numerator, we don't need to keep any decimal point in the result. So 18 kilometer, that will be the answer. So I'm going to conclude this chapter with this video. I hope you got everything clearly, and in the next video I will come with another chapter. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.